Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to the Great War Western Front. This is episode number 26 in our Let's Play series, playing as the Central Powers, and we are seeing a pretty successful campaign so far. The war is going in our favor, and we are attacking up in the north near Dunkirk. We have reduced this particular hex by 1 star. We're going to attempt to reduce it further so that we can push toward Calais and cut the British off from reinforcements from the rest of the empire or the home islands if we manage to take that base. But one step at a time. First things first, we got to reduce Dunkirk and take that hex. We've already attacked successfully once, as I said. In today's episode, we will try that again. This was taken from a live stream on my Twitch channel, so if you're interested in those, there's a link in the description. But without further ado, let's jump into the game. So this map looks a little different. Not shell cratered, because again, first time attacking out of this hex, because we just took it from the enemy. B is interesting. It's like almost a little bit of a salient, but not quite. A is a step back here. B is going to be really vulnerable to flanking from A. I think we do the same thing here. I think we hit A, push back to the command trench, and then sweep back toward B and C. Y is a nice jumping off point because that's kind of chilling out here. Although we're gonna have to build some trenches to defend our own positions. I doubt they have the resources to purchase a whole lot of tanks though, which is good. I don't want to spend too much on high-end trenches. Like I want to get my troops at the enemy.
Verstärkung macht Meldung. Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle.
That's probably a big chunk of our offensive. I don't even know if we're going to waste any. Like last time we bought machine guns to defend our artillery. I don't even know if I want to do that. Like maybe maybe this is a little bit overconfidence creeping in here. But I don't even know that we're going to do that. I'm getting a little lazy with my trench placement. Okay, I don't think we're going to put anything in front of X.
Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung. Verstärkung bereit. Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle.
All right. Artillery, what are we going to do with you? Where's the best spot? Honestly, probably like right here, although you're like kind of wide in the open. Unless we could put you in the salient here. Actually, this is probably the best spot. So 3 light. Like if they attacked here, that would be a problem. Can I put a balloon anywhere that will help in a meaningful way? Not actually the thing I want to attack. So this will show me B in a chunk of A. I mean, it was useful last turn to do that, so I think we will. Also, we'll do 2 days of siege bombardment. I don't know that it's really useful, especially on a kind of underprepared section of the line here, but we will. And then we're going to we're not going to do all 6 of our tanks in the initial wave. We'll do 4. I just don't want to risk, like, if they get lost. I'll take some casualties first. We'll do that. Okay, so we're going to have a lot of leftover money. You know, screw it. Let's do... I don't think they're going to attack on the right flank. Let's do this. Pull these 2 conscripts back. If they attack on the left, whatever. We'll just shell them into oblivion. And then we'll go ahead and buy those last 2 tanks.
Verstärkung der Panzerkompanie macht
This is a
Deckung.
much better tank map too, it seems like. There's not a lot of forest. We did do the balloon. So let's go ahead and see if we can get Dunkirk down to 1 star. The Allies are pretty foshed up. I got some folks defending Foch on Twitter the other day. Right. Like saying he was the best of the Allies. I don't know if that's true, but you know. Alright, comms trenches, basic firing trenches. Right, go shoot down that balloon. I really feel like a bomber. Like, just go bomb these guys. I just want to see it work. We haven't seen any enemy planes lately either. Which again makes me just wonder if we've so wrecked the Allied economy that they just don't have the resources. Okay. New historiography is pretty good on, is pretty positive on Foch. Okay. I mean, maybe he's not bad. I don't know. Drop your bombs. Why are you not bombing here? That's such a waste. Also, it does seem like bombers provide some intelligence. Okay, the enemy's gonna come after us, huh? Well, that initial attack didn't fare too well for him.
Warten auf Befehle.
All right, tanks.
Bereit.
Go get that trench mortar. Oh God.
Bereit machen.
Wait.
Warte auf Befehle. Bereit machen. Befehle gehen ein. Bereit für Befehle. Rückt zu dieser Position vor. Bereit. Wir brechen auf.
Okay.
Achtung! In Stellung gehen! Mannschaft bereit! Feuer!
Tanks, shift, artillery, tanks.
Warte auf Befehl. Setzt sie unter Dach. Wir haben neue Befehle.
Move forwards, boys.
Bereit für Feuerwalze. Feuert auf diese Stellung. Feuerwalze. Feuerwalze einleiten.
Curious if I don't know why the enemy launched that attack unless they were just trying to get like visibility on us or something. Feels kind of dangerous, like we're doing a little bit of a half-assed attack here on the right flank, so let's bring more troops up. But if they're going to attack my center, I do have to keep those troops in place to protect my artillery, so. Okay. Moving forward on these enemy positions. Troops are in the front ranks. They're going to hit the second rank here. Let's bring reinforcements up. Take out that trench mortar before it takes you out. All right, give them the broadside machine guns, boys. Up trench line. Airbursts are so deadly. Oh my god. Get out of there. Oh my god, that airburst just ripped us apart. That infantry unit. All right. Why is my morale so low? Shouldn't it be higher? Like, you guys have tank support. Bring those 2 extra tanks up. Oh my god, those airbursts. Where are the enemy guns again? Some of them are here. I've got enough supply, and I'm not using my guns right now. The full might of the German artillery. Too bad they won't actually destroy that with that bombardment. Alright, we're starting to take A. But I need to bring additional reserves forward for the assault on the command trench back here. Okay, let's withdraw this guy. We've almost deployed all of our elite troops. I feel like we've got way too many troops back here that are not actively engaged. How about you? Here's a suggestion. Get in a trench.
Bereit machen! In Stellung gehen! Achtung! Bereit an der Linie! Bereit machen! Unser Ziel steht fest! Befehle gehen an! Wir brechen auf! Wir haben neue Befehle! An die Linie!
Alright, let's move forward into this command center, or whatever, command trench. Let's go ahead and pause. We're going to move here.
Warten auf Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. In Stellung gehen. Achtung! Wir haben neue Befehle.
Alright, light arty. Just suppress over the front there. Okay, boys. We captured control point A. We are using a rolling barrage here to put smoke down while our troops advance. I took way more casualties than I should have in that attack. But my tanks cover up for a lot of mistakes, it would seem. Let's just put it that way. Just like in real life. Yeah, I guess. Alright. Withdraw those troops. Put a fresh conscript unit in here. These boys are coming up. Go attack the command trench. That'll pause the clock. Let's move the tanks forward here to engage the enemy artillery. We'll hold off on using those tanks there. These guys are in the open. Shouldn't they be getting shot by these troops in these trenches? I mean, I guess my tanks can do it, but oh god. Here come the tanks and the arty will die. Here come the tanks. Do. Alright, boys, get in there. Let's hope they don't all just spawn up here and... I just move this tank here to cover against spawning on the objective. These tanks are going to move forward and take out the enemy arty. 2 batteries down, 1 to go. We're in the process of taking the command trench, so the clock is paused. Enemy reinforcements coming in here. Give them the broadside with the machine guns. I don't think enemy troops in the open, even if there's a bunch of them, are going to fare very well. What are you shooting at? I didn't mean for you to shoot there. Right, we're taking that trench. Or we're taking that. Those. Oh my god. Here, we'll give you a little bit of arty support, okay? Alright, they're gonna waste all their reserves, probably counterattacking these tanks. They're gonna lose a whole bunch of guys. Draw those troops. Let's buy some new ones. Yeah, they're using up their reserves. I'm okay with that. Clock is still paused. I've got reinforcements arriving on the map. Meanwhile, let's attack these trenches here. Let's use our light arty to clear the way a little bit. Guys. All right, those troops are going to attack here. Here. All right. What about the balloon to see what's left of A? Did I lower my balloon? I didn't even realize that. Quite a bit of troops at B. A lot of enemy troops coming across toward the tanks. This is just spawn. You know, we had that previous battle I don't know why it's only the one tank shooting. We had the previous battle where there was, like, we had artillery that was trying to kill them at the spawn. Alright, so that bombardment didn't last long enough. Or I hit him too early. Because we did not get into those trenches quickly enough. Do we have any tanks left behind here? I don't know if I deployed. I didn't use everybody. So they're gonna knock me out of this foothold we got. Bring additional troops forward. Rolling barrage. Meanwhile, all of these infantry are coming forward here. Let's also do this. We're attacking B from the front. Let's go ahead and attack B from the rear. Let's send some of these troops down here. Hit them from two sides. Meanwhile, I'm just trusting on my tanks to obliterate these reinforcements that are spawning here. There are a lot of them, though. So we'll help out with some arty. Man, those troops melt. Barbed wire slowed those conscripts down. Alright, get smart. Use more arty. Honestly, the suppression barrage seems like the most effective thing you can do with your arty. Enemy troops in the open firing into my flank. Bastards. Okay. I think, a much firmer foothold here. We've got two tanks coming in to help. We'll lose this one here, but then we'll... How much time do we have? 9 minutes? Not a ton of time. Alright, are we still wiping out these guys in the north? Like, they have no reserves left, it would appear. As far as I can tell, they're committing literally everything they have. Okay. We have more arty than I know what to do with at this point. Alright, let's go attack here. The clock will pause when B starts to fall. Looks like the enemy reinforcements have slowed to a trickle or completely stopped up here in the north. Let's go see what C has with our tanks. Blitzkrieg! Move forwards!
Befehle gehen ein. Unser Ziel steht fest.
Watch this MG nest die. Please. Dead. We're taking more damage there than I would like. Just turn the broadside and it just rakes them down the trench line. That's hilarious. They already died. Alright. Gonna need to bring in more infantry. Pause. Okay, so B was taken. So now it is just C that is left. Push forward. With tanks and infantry and everything else. Why even use infantry? Tanks are OP. When you have 6 of them, they're OP. I mean, we've destroyed what? We've destroyed half a dozen enemy tanks. So, are they OP or is our use of them OP? Vorwärts. It does kind of feel like we may have reached the point where we've broken the enemy, though. Not because they can't still inflict casualties, but it just does feel like perhaps the pendulum has swung so far one direction that... hey, we lost a tank! They destroyed it! No! I think that was grenades, maybe, from the commandos? Or the grenadiers? Note to self, don't get too close. Alright. Let's gas these guys. I think they will jump out of their trench. I think, yep, they will. Which we should then be able to hit them with regular arty or just shoot them to death. And that should be that. We should be able to take C now. Okay, I'm just going to jump ahead to us finishing taking the objective because we've won the battle and there's nothing left. We're just waiting on the timer to tick down. And we're setting it up nicely for a victory next turn at Dunkirk and then perhaps the beginning of the assault on Calais. We've already attacked Calais a bunch, but we didn't have... We did it from a single hex. And we didn't really have the resources to be successful. Now, on the other hand, 1,000 gold spent for us, 2,200 for the Allies. And we lost another 6,000 troops-ish and 1 heavy tank. The enemy lost over 10,000 troops. Some raider infantry, flamethrowers, 20 guns. Not a good day. And this is like very apparent, guys, because if you remember, not that long ago, the AI was hitting us with multiple strings of fighter aircraft, a fair amount of tanks. I think our victories are bankrupting them to the point where they cannot adequately equip their forces, and that's why things are going easier for us. Because again, like 3 or 4 months ago, we were getting hit by a lot of enemy tanks. And now, since we've begun this offensive, they just can't... I don't think they can keep up. All right. We'll hold off on spending the research. And we will end the turn, move to October, because I've attacked with all the units in the north that I can attack with. I don't see the point in launching further attacks. It feels like it would just waste our own resources. So... let's move forward to the next turn. 1,600 more gold. What's the event? Demoralize the elite. Raiders are the elite British fighters who have assaulted and terrorized our men in the trenches. Show them that they are not all powerful and send a message back to Britain. We will give you money if you defeat 3 British raider companies. Okay. That seems like an easy 800 gold. I'm not really butchering my own men, J Street. I think I'm very effectively fighting with my own men. Okay, so Dunkirk's 1 hex away. We've got the 4 research points. What do we want to use it on? We could use it on mustard gas. Make this war more horrible. What else would we... I don't really use gas a whole lot. Gold isn't a concern right now. More troops isn't a primary concern. Increased soldier movement speed. That could be useful. Snipers, that could be useful. Increased balloon range. Increased damage of bombs. Though making bombers more effective would probably be nice. What's the harassment mission do? Does anybody know? Drop bigger rubber duckies. Death from below. Set up and detonate a massive explosion that destroys nearly anything in the area, including most trenches. Undermining sounds fun. Let's do it. Let's just see what it does. Let's see what it looks like. All right, boys, we're going to attack. I think we're going to attack from Ypres to Dunkirk again, because then I could start the attack in Calais out of Hazebrook this turn. So we're going to do that. And we'll begin the assault. The enemy has not... By the way, they have 11 corps there. 15 at Calais, 10 at Bray, and they haven't really moved. Like, if I was them, I would pull some troops. You're not doing anything at Calais with 15 corps. Put some troops somewhere else and make me fight. But again, they may be broke. Anyway, Ypres to Dunkirk. One more battle. And then Dunkirk is ours. Better armor? I guess J Street. That could have been a thing we used, but we didn't. This is the German offensive of 1917, late 1917, although it's been through the bulk of the year. All right, so we've got these trenches already in place. We did already build some nicer ones, some level 30s. Undermine siege artillery. First, we're going to do 2 days of siege bombardments. And then it's 500 supply to do an undermine explosive. Where could we even do it? We could do it at A and like obliterate everything around A. We can't even do that though. You can't get too far under their lines. All that's going to do is make a pain in the ass for tanks though, right? This is probably the best coverage of trenches here. Blowing up everything on the left flank here. This would be at least 3 trench lines. Do it where they might have arty. I don't know that it destroy. Like, I think they would place the... Well, I don't really know. Where did they have arty before? Back here? I mean, it's kind of just guesswork, though, for the arty. Like, we just don't know. Interestingly enough, we can get more of these rear trenches. All right, we're going to put it on the right flank of B's position here, I think. I don't know. Let's do it here, back by the command trench. This should make assaulting the command trench much easier, I think. So we'll do that. All right, let's buy our troops.
Verstärkung bereit.
Gefechtsbereit. Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung. Verstärkung bereit. Wir sind eingetroffen und warten.
Yeah, let's buy some artillery.
Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party. Melde mich zum Dienst.
Okay. Buy our tanks.
Panzerverstärkung bereit. Sturmpanzerverstärkung macht Meldung. Wir sind eingetroffen und erwarten Befehle. Gepanzerte Verstärkung bereit.
And then heavy artillery too, right? We didn't even come close to using all of our resources last turn. Oh, I can't buy any because I already filled her. Okay, let's do this. Okay. So, oh, and one balloon, right? Where do I put the balloon? There's no good place for it. Oh, that's good enough. All right. Begin battle. Pause. Raise the balloon. There's our undermining. They have built more trenches around here. There's our bombardment. MG nest destroyed. Com trench. Basic firing trench. Not a very effective bombardment. Couple of trenches there. When does the mine get detonated? Do I have to detonate it? Detonate! Boom! 2 MG nests. That's it, but could have been less. Okay. All right, we're gonna just immediately launch our assault. Here's enemy arty at least. All right, let's do this. Thanks for the follow. Okay. We're gonna hit these positions first. Get rid of these enemy positions. I don't know that the undermining was the best use of resources. Although I suppose if we had put them under like 2 batteries of artillery, it might have been worth more. I don't know. All right. Light artillery is reloaded. Where's their balloon again? I probably should take that out. Do they not have a balloon? Oh, there it is. Did I just do a bombing raid? No, I did a balloon bust. Okay. All right. I've got enough supply to just hit this enemy arty also. Enemy fighters. There's red, or no, those are mine. Never mind. Lol. Ah, I saw red on the map and just instantly assumed red means bad. The problem with the mine is it's not great, in my opinion, for softening up trenches, because what you end up doing is you create a massive crater that your men cannot move through. And so using it on a frontline trench is not ideal, in my opinion, because then you just end up blocking your own advance. Here they come. They're coming for us, boys. Although not with adequate bombardment, they ain't. Why are you guys not like the last gun here should be dead already? How much supply do I gotta spend on this? Belgian troops just running to their deaths. Just obliquing in front of our lines and dying. Didn't even have a chance. Alright. So this should be dead already. I can't even tell. There's one gun here on the left. Alright, we should probably get going, huh?
Wir haben neue Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Warten auf Befehle. Bereit machen. In Stellung gehen.
Alright. Tanks move up here. We're gonna do 2 simultaneous attacks. We're gonna attack both B and A at the same time.
Bereit machen. Achtung.
Which may be unwise from an ability to support with Artie or manage making my own tanks avoid enemy Artie. But we shall see. Alright, we got that battery now. Alright, let me... Okay, pause. Suppression bombardment for the troops in the rear. So the troops on the right flank probably feeling a little left out, like where the hell's our Artie support? That was dumb. I should not have launched simultaneous attacks. All right, we took some trenches here on the left flank, or I guess in the center. Right flank, we're also, I think, gaining a foothold. At least one of our units did. 2 units now. All right, so wow, they shelled the hell out of where that tank wasn't.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Wir haben neue Befehle. In Stellung gehen. Bereit. Los geht's. Seid bereit, Jungs. Für Sperrfeuer auf diese
Pause. Let's bring up more troops to support this attack on the right. 2 elite units. There. These 2 elite units. Here. Tank, get out of the artillery fire area. You guys are going to get hit by an airburst, and that's going to suck. God, look at how that airburst just obliterates those troops. That's nuts. I suppose the one positive thing here is that the enemy doesn't seem able to, or isn't choosing to use their artillery in both sections at once. Alright, we have some reserves we can call up. So let's do that. Let's get our tanks forward here and dealing with the enemy MG nests. There's not a lot of troops in this trench line. With these guys. Okay, these tanks forward. The main risk here is that I just don't have a good line of sight on what the enemy is doing, essentially, from an artillery point of view. Okay, a lot of enemy counterattacks. They just destroyed one of my Sturmpanzers here on the left flank. That ain't great. Counterattack incoming.
Verstärkung bereit. Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle. Warten auf Befehle.
Okay. Have we destroyed any raiders? I don't think so. At least not British raiders. Hey, tanks, you're getting shot to pieces to no purpose. I'm gonna withdraw that tank. Alright, we started taking B. The artillery bombardment over there is pretty harsh. So the clock has paused. I don't think it's likely they will push through here on the B objective because we've got too many troops, I think, in these trenches now. Let's get these guys forward to take A. We just have to wipe out that one remaining squad. And then at that point we can move forward on the command trench. And possibly C. Do I have any tanks in reserve? Did I move everybody forward? I moved everybody forward. We've already lost 2, haven't we? That's not great. So the tank's flank is actually, from a firepower perspective, amongst their best weapons in this game. Let's send the tanks forward here to go deal with these enemy artillery pieces. Because their machine guns are on their flanks. Would knock out these arties.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Warten auf Befehle. Generäle wollen Stellung bereit machen. Achtung, bereit an der Linie.
All right, B is, I think, fairly secure. Nice. Oh God, you're all gonna die, aren't you? Flamethrowers!
Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir ergeben uns.
Oh my God. All right, well, at least the troops back here are defending themselves well. How's the how are the tanks up here doing? All right, go up here, attack that artillery piece. B is holding out well. The enemy's problem now is going to be that they don't have the artillery they need to support the drive. I'm pretty sure they have no more artillery. All right, we're going to move these tanks back. Don't stay exposed out there. But if they try and counterattack, it's going to be kind of like, what are you counterattacking with? And with what cover? But I think B is secure with these troops here again, without any enemy already left, or maybe one battery at the most. Look at that. How many machine guns is that? All right, those troops are moving up pretty much free of molestation. I need more troops up here to support this drive. They're all coming though. Hey, get to the trench. Just a recommendation. They can't have many more reserves left. I mean, they could. We might just not know about it. We haven't ever invested in research for what it's worth. All right, over the top, boys. Into that trench. Why are you not moving into that trench? There we go. Hey, there's a raider unit, I think. Or those commandos. Yeah, no, they're raiders. We'll get one. Our reserves have arrived. Go take the command trench, boys. You guys stuck? Or can you hit from here? Why are you all so bunched up? Oh! Sturmpanzer just got hit. That mortar. Man, mortars do work, I guess. I was shooting at the mortar. I told my tanks to shoot at it, but I don't know, they took too long. Siege bombardment. HQ defeated. Here comes a heavy siege bombardment, I think. Boom! I don't know if the enemy had any troops in there. All right, so up here.
Feuerstellung einnehmen. Warten auf Befehle. Bereit machen. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Achtung!
All right, tanks, come forward. No, actually, we got a British flamethrower and a Belgian infantry with that attack. So it did work. All right, cover as the troops move forward. There's two French raider companies here. These guys got hurt real hard by that heavy bombardment. Okay. Why are you not in the trench? All right, so we took the command trench. All right, pause. Knock that MG nest out. All right, into the trench, boys. All right, those enemy units got knocked out pretty quick. The MG isn't having fun for long. They're all dead. You know what time it is, guys, right? Gas attack as soon as the cooldown's done. Get those bastards out of their trenches and let them die. Wow, we've got more troops coming in this way. Give me the gas. Gas, gas, gas. Ha 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 ha.
Mannschaften bereit.
And they all run away. Those commandos are brave. Sitting there in the gas. They're the only thing left. The gas will dissipate, right? My own troops don't have gas masks good enough to deal with phosgene, but... There we go. Especially when you've kept hammering the enemy and they're dealing with multiple heavy attacks every single turn and spending twice as much gold to replace their losses as you are. 1,000 for us, 2,000 for them. Region captured for Dunkirk. Casualties for us, pretty light again. What is that? Less than 5,000 men. The enemy suffered almost 10,000 casualties and another 20 artillery pieces. Do I get extra supply when you earn these medals? I don't know what that is. Is that plus 100, plus 125? Like, is that... In any event. Another victory for us. Another region taken from the enemy. We're now approaching Calais. I want to know what happens if you take it from the British. We might find out. But if we do, that'll be for another time. That's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy our continued look at the Great War Western Front and our Central Powers series. The war is going incredibly well for us. Dunkirk is ours. Either Bray or Calais is next. We'll see which makes the most sense. Until next time, though, this is the Historical Gamer saying once again, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I'm out.